Oh, when danger comes for you, you know I'll stand beside ya. 'Cause ain't nobody keep their head so cool. I always find a way out of the fire. But don't tell nobody, I'm not perfect. So many things I wanna tell you, but I keep it undercover. Living my life on red alert, doing my thing, I'll make it work. No, I'm the realest, baby, I'm fearless, but I always got your back. Nobody can do it like I can. I gotta find out who I am. Ain't gotta worry about me. It's all part of the plan. I keep it undercover. I keep it undercover.
Last year, I turned in a corrupted file for an assignment, and my teacher still gave me an A. I don't think she looked at it.
Confessions.
When I was little, I used to save my fingernails and refuse to throw them away.
Confessions.
When my sister first moved out, I went in her room and stole all her money.
Confessions.
During the quarantine, I cheated on an AP test by using Wikipedia on my phone.
When I was 6, I got pulled over in a golf cart. They asked to see my insurance.
Confessions.
I'm Coach Lewis, and I'm one of the cross-country coaches. And I think cross-country is a great sport for anyone that has a winter or spring sport to get some conditioning in. We do a lot of endurance training, speed endurance training, strength, core, pretty much all the kind of exercises that you need to be a well-rounded athlete. But on top of all that, we are really looking for people that are dedicated, people that are willing to put in the work that will get you to where you need to be for your sport or for our sport. Cross country is a lot of fun. We do a lot of different kind of team bonding activities and different things that kind of get you ready for anything you want. And the brotherhood between the team is really good as well. Between the long runs you do with each other and the kind of putting in the work together, it kind of bonds you together. So it's actually a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Owen Harris. I'm a rising senior and I'm captain on the cross country team. And I just wanted to say a few words about why you should run cross country. The biggest draw, for me at least, is the team atmosphere. There's a lot of really good people on the team and it's a lot of fun. You do a lot of running, obviously, it's cross country, so you have a lot of time to really develop good and meaningful relationships with people and just mess around on the runs. Also, we do a lot of traveling. There's quite a few meets where you travel down to like Charleston, we travel up to North Carolina, we're gonna have a trip where we travel out to Tennessee, I think, this year. So there's a lot of opportunities for invitationals and also the sense of accomplishment, you know? When you win a race, when you run well and everything goes right, you just feel so good and it's cool.
This is our new segment called M&M, where we talk about different types of celebrities and we give y'all our input about them. Let's get into it. Today we'll be talking about the king, Kanye West! Bro, let me know, what did Kanye West do?
Kanye West is such a good person. Not only does he make the best music there is of all time, but he's also one of the most charitable people on the planet.
Very charitable. Compagna, how is he most charitable man?
What am I supposed to say? Kanye West donated money to the family of DMX and George Floyd.
1 out of 10. How will we rate Kanye West?
0.
10 out of...
Shut up!
Easy 20 out of 10.
20 out of 10.
100 out of 10.
Yes, sir!
I can do one better. 200 out of 10.
I can do one better. 0 out of 10. Oh, just joking. 1,000 out of 10.
Kanye West also loves Family Feud. And
That's facts.
For our last input, we'll allow Justin to rate how he feels about Kanye.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest, Justin!
So what would you rate Kanye West as a person altogether?
I'm gonna rate Kanye West a 10 out of 10.
Yeah!
The reason why I believe that Kanye West is a 10 out of 10, just like they said, you know, he's a charitable man. He's donated to the families of DMX and George Floyd, and he makes fantastic music.
Like examples?
Right.
Examples.
Paradise Song.
Yikes is a good song. Never Let You Down. Great. All of the Lights.
Yo!
is also sponsored by Spaghetti.
That's all that we have for today. Next week we'll be talking about the king himself, Mr. Jonathan Kirk, aka the
This week is Teacher Appreciation Week, so we've asked a few LHS students what they love about their teachers.
A good teacher is a teacher that is funny.
Help a student understand certain type of problems or certain type of situations in the classroom. They actually take time to help them and engage with them.
Who can make jokes with their students and treat students as they would want to be treated.
Who is understanding and patient with their students.
Is very caring and someone that always puts their students in front of them.
Is building a relationship with the student. You know, not everything is always school-based all the time.
And help you if you need extra help after class.
Somebody who you can trust, somebody who you don't always have to see as a teacher, somebody who you can see as more than a teacher, as a friend, or maybe even a parental figure.
And that's why we love and respect all of our teachers here at LHS.
Thank you!
Last week, Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers announced that he was so disgruntled with the Packers that he has no interest in playing for the team next year. This comes after he has been the quarterback for a very long time. The Packers will save about $5.5 million if they trade or cut him. Rodgers' frustration seems to be coming from the fact that the Packers traded up for quarterback Jordan Love and took him in the first round of the NFL draft last year. Some teams that are looking to target Rodgers could be the Broncos, Raiders, Patriots, and 49ers, although since the Patriots and 49ers both took quarterbacks in this year's NFL draft, I find it unlikely that Rodgers goes there. Maybe Rodgers should just retire and become the permanent Jeopardy host.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hendrick's Legs. Now, today, the Lord McGrady, the steward of the shining city of Nicolas Cage, has been kind enough to give me refuge in his kingdom.
Phil, welcome to the shining city of Nicolas Cage. Please, take your rest.
Because the Dark Lord Clay Hendricks is still at large, and I must beat the one game to rule them all in order to save the universe. So, I played the game. And I beat it too. It took me around 5.5 hours, but I probably could have shaved off an hour if I didn't die so many times. And that was me playing on easy mode. It's a 3D beat 'em up, and it's pretty simple. You get enough XP, you can level up, and then you can unlock more combos. It's pretty much all there is to it. In most missions, it's just killing enemies, and there might be minor objectives, but nothing of grandeur or anything like that. Now, I also want to take note of the graphics. Do you like mud? Because this game really likes mud, because it based its whole color palette off of it, and you can really tell. There's some points where the game just doesn't make it obvious on what you gotta do. There's this one particular level where you're playing as Gandalf and you're fighting on top of the wall or something, and you gotta use a certain catapult in a certain place, and the wall is hidden behind the camera, and you can't even move the camera. That's just one flaw. To be fair though, there's a lot of really cool bonus content. As you play through the game, you unlock interviews with the actual actors, and the actual actors from the films actually do the voices of the characters in the game, which I thought was neat. So, after I beat the game, and I finished my long journey, I thought back, and I'm like, was it really worth it? And to be fair, I think it was. Since I beat the game, the school is back to normal. The Dark Lord, Clay Hendricks, is no longer in power.
Phil!
So you're welcome, everybody. Thank you.
Hey Wildcats, welcome to Relationship Advice with Owen Harris. And Owen Harris, I'm not sure who qualified us to do this, but we're here now, so today we're talking about heartbreak. And I don't mean pansy, weak, girlfriend just broke up with me heartbreak. I mean true heartbreak, like the fall of the Soviet Union. Jokes aside though, Wildcats, breakups can be hard, and the emotions that come with them even harder. So here are some tips to deal with the soul-crushing, unending pain. First, don't talk to anyone about it. That's right. When you're going through heartbreak, you're at your lowest of lows. And if you share that with someone, you're showing them weakness. We can't be doing that. Instead, just internalize. Bottled up emotions have never hurt anybody. Second tip is, wallow in despair. Now some people will tell you that the best way to deal with heartbreak is to spend your energy on something else more positive. Those people are wrong. You should spend every single waking moment and every ounce of your energy thinking about how happy you were when you were with the person and how sad you are now. Bonus points if you can drag your friends into it. But remember, when you do talk to your friends, it can't be in a positive way, because that would be helpful. You have to just make them sad too. And lastly, the most important thing you can do is nail the rebound. Now this step is very important, okay? You have to find a girlfriend or boyfriend as quickly as possible to patch that bleeding hole in your heart. Who cares that the connection will never be the same, or that you'll only end up hurting them in the long run? And secondly, you have to make sure that whoever you are rebounding with is in just as stable a place emotionally as you are. Other people on their own rebounds are perfect targets for this. Because remember, the goal isn't to be happy, or like it is, but the real goal is to make sure your ex feels bad. So either date someone who's way prettier than they are, or date someone who's way uglier but pretend they're prettier to really drive home the point. Now you have to remember, Wildcats, everybody has a different breakup, and these tips might not work in every scenario, but there's plenty of other tricks you can try. Just don't date anyone, because you can't lose if you don't play. Or even better, you can make semi-ironic broadcasting segments about it, because that's what's working for me.